bleeding at 11 just days after drowning in Lake Michigan. The body of a missing boater has been recovered. What his family had to say about him tonight.
A West Michigan community coming together to help out a firefighter who's battling cancer. More on a benefit this Friday and how you can help.
And we do have some cooler weather on the way for West Michigan, but not tomorrow. High temperatures back in the low to mid 80s.
From the station with the most local news, Fox 17 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Christian Frank.
And I'm Janice Allen. First and 11, it's a story that we've been telling you about since 10 o'clock. A bicyclist is in critical condition after a hit-and-run crash in Kent County this evening. Happened just after 8 o'clock along Cannonsburg Road, not far from Chauncey Drive.
Fox 17's Rebecca Russell live at the scene with the very latest after talking with a witness. Rebecca, what can you tell us?
Right, Christian and Janice. Well, we are learning that that victim is a 66-year-old man who is listed in very critical condition tonight. He is currently at Butterworth Hospital. Now, the make and model of the vehicle that hit the bicyclist is unknown, but the Sheriff's Department does believe that it is a white passenger vehicle. Now, I did speak with a man who lives in the area just a few minutes ago who says he heard the accident happen. He said it was so loud that he thought it was two cars involved. He claims he heard what sounded like glass shattering. So the vehicle that's involved could likely have some extensive damage. Other witnesses on the scene claim it looked like the driver of the vehicle ran off the road to hit that bicyclist. We arrived just as a medical helicopter was taking off from the scene, and we're told the bicyclist who was hurt was heading westbound along Cannonsburg Road when he was hit by that white passenger vehicle also traveling westbound. Only that vehicle didn't stop at the scene. It did keep going. Again, the victim is a 66-year-old man listed in very critical condition tonight. His name isn't being released until they're able to get in contact with the man's family. The make and model of that white passenger vehicle still unknown. And we're hearing that this is likely not going to be the last that we're hearing about this situation. We'll continue to keep you posted on air and online on fox17online.com. For now, we are live in Kent County. Rebecca Russell, Fox 17 News.
Okay, Rebecca.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Thanks.
Family and friends mourning the loss of two boaters who died during a fishing trip in Oceana County this week. Investigators say both men drowned after trying to revive a dropped fishing net. Tonight,
the Oceana County Sheriff's Office says that search teams have recovered the body of that second boater that was missing, 62-year-old Stephen Bruce. Fox 17's Brody Carter spoke with his family tonight. He's live in the newsroom now with more. Brody?
Christian, Janice, family tell me Stephen Bruce was a loving father. He was a loving husband, as well as a big brother to three sisters. He was also a passionate fisherman and a strong swimmer, one of the last people you expect to drown in Lake Michigan.
The story is that he went in afterwards, jumped into Lake Michigan. That part just wouldn't surprise me, but that he wouldn't be able to get out.
Sunday night around 9 p.m., just 2 nautical miles northwest of Little Sauble Lighthouse, 53-year-old Brian Wasluski and 62-year-old Stephen Bruce set off on what would be their last night of fishing.
The water, I think the sheriff had told me, was about 75 degrees.
And the waves were minimal. Perfect fishing conditions.
It sounded like they did catch a pretty big fish, and it was in a net, and either the net broke or was dropped.
Investigators say Bruce jumped into Lake Michigan after the net before he began to struggle.
We've all been fishing with him, and he might have jumped in after that fish. But what happened afterwards, I don't know.
A third man on the boat telling police Wasluski then jumped in to help Bruce. Both men struggling, neither wearing life jackets. The two then sank below the surface.
It's unfathomable. It's overwhelming.
Bruce leaves behind a wife and son. His body has actually been transported to Spectrum Health for a final autopsy. Live in the newsroom tonight, Brody Carter, Fox 17 News.
Heavy rain and high winds this afternoon, taking out trees, power lines, closing several state highways. Take a look. This is the aftermath in Ionia County. That storm came with very little warning to people there. At least 5 homes damaged by trees. No injuries, though, reported there. And taking a look at live radar tonight, things are pretty quiet out there right now. And the warm and muggy weather is sticking around a little while longer. But, Joe, we do have a cool down on the way still, too.
Yeah, Janice, we've got a fairly major cooling trend coming, not tomorrow, not Friday, but as we get into the second part of the weekend and early next week. If you like that fall time of the year, you're going to like the 7-day forecast. The latest radar, though, not much going on after those storms rolled through Ionia County. Some shower and thunderstorm activity over Indiana, over toward Detroit. I don't anticipate anything tonight. We should stay generally clear to partly cloudy. That cold front, or that front that came through, kind of wiped out some of that instability. But taking you back, this is a 1-hour time lapse of that radar as that storm moved out of Kent County. It was around Ada, Lowell, and you could see it tracking eastward into Ionia. That's about the time it started putting out some pretty strong winds. Wind gusts, didn't see anything over 40 miles an hour, 45, but just judging by some of that damage, we're thinking it probably had to be more than that. It also put down some small hail, but it have since, of course, is long gone, and we've got a quiet night coming up. Temperatures still warm out there. It's 70 Grand Rapids, 69 at Kalamazoo, 68 at South Haven. We'll drop down into the mid-60s tonight, so it's going to be kind of a warm and muggy night. Changes are on the way, though. Thursday, 86 degrees. We're going to call it partly sunny. There is a small chance of a shower or storm. Same thing on Friday, 87. But a better chance of rain, and some of that rain could be significant on Saturday with some storms. We'll see high temperatures around 80 degrees. After that, on the 7-day forecast, you'll see a major cooling trend. I'll show you that coming up in just a couple of minutes, Janice.
All right, Joe, thanks. Residents and businesses in Kalamazoo still working today to clean up the mess that was left behind by Monday night's record rainfall.
You remember their biggest problem, more than 500,000 gallons of partially treated sewage and wastewater that spilled into the Kalamazoo River Basin. Managers at the Water Reclamation Plant tell us they're cleaning up the water to make sure that people can enjoy it again, that it's safe. Their biggest concern is that stretch between the Patterson Street Bridge and D Avenue Bridge. They tested the river for E. coli and expect to get those results back by tomorrow. We'll let you know as soon as those come back. As of now, we're told nobody should contact that water, and all activities on the river are banned. Michigan State Police investigating multiple break-ins at different businesses in Newaygo County. Take a look at these surveillance pictures of the suspect. He seemed pretty good. Both happened on Tuesday, one at the Choice One Bank in Grant, the other at the Depot Restaurant. If you know anything about this or recognize the guy in the photos, you can call the number on your screen. Police in Kalamazoo County say they've arrested a person of interest after the Kalamazoo Speedway was vandalized, and there was some thefts there over the weekend. Police say that person currently being held on an outstanding traffic warrant. The damage happened around Saturday. More than a dozen doors broken, an ATM vandalized, and some laptop computers were stolen. That's the real headache for them. Tonight, police say they have recovered some of that stolen property.
Several families are without a home tonight after an apartment fire in Greenville. A woman who lives at Pines Manor Apartments called it in just before 4 o'clock this morning. We're told that 8 units are damaged. Half of those are a total loss. Officials say that everybody was able to get out safely, though. Nobody was hurt.
I kicked one door in, and there was a lady in there, and then I woke up, and she had to get her cats out, so we made sure we had something, somewhere for the cats to go. She put them in some crates and got her out of there.
The Red Cross is helping people who have no place to go now. No word on what started that fire. A community is coming together for a firefighter in West Michigan battling prostate cancer. Al Feenstra is a fire inspector for Georgetown Township who was just diagnosed this past spring.
Yeah, local businesses helping out, putting on a benefit to help with his medical bills. Fox 17's Rebecca Russell has more on the event after speaking with organizers.
Not something I really wanted to hear. So, I don't want to hear news that anybody ever has cancer.
That was Miller's reaction after hearing of Feenstra's cancer. He's known Al for years through the business and the fire department.
We work on a few of their trucks here and there, and I've known some of the guys on the department for a while, so I've known Al for a few years and wanted to do something to help him out.
Klein's Mobile Repair is hosting a benefit this Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to help offset Al's medical expenses.
Al is a nice guy. He is a fire inspector, so a couple people he might not think the same, but he would do anything for you. A super nice guy, and we've always had a great relationship.
Hosting the event, Miller says, was never a question.
We're all brothers. Don't matter what department you're from. all family in my eyes.
It's a small gesture that's gotten a lot of attention. A race team in Georgetown also raising awareness to help Al.
I've seen people go through it, and it does put a toll on the family, and you're going through a strong thing like that as it is. The worry of worrying about the money aspect of it, I mean, to have people donate and help out with the medical bills is why I would encourage people to come out.
Rebecca Russell, Fox 17 News.
Got a lot of support behind him. If you can't make it out to that benefit, but you still want to help, we've got more information on how you can do that, how you can donate at fox17online.com.
Still ahead on Fox 17 News at 11, a partnership making a big difference when it comes to cutting infant mortality rates across Kent County.
Coming up, a look at the progress being made by a group called Strong Beginnings.
And tomorrow looks like another warm day with some sunshine. We'll see highs back in the low to mid 80s.